In the To the Moon series, we spent a lot of time scouring the memories of others using this memory traversal machine provided by Sigmund Corp. However, is it possible that what we are seeing is just that, the memories of someone who has left them behind for us to experience? Let's start off with the strongest piece of evidence for this theory, which happens in the second To the Moon minisode. At the end of this minisode, Eva talks to her sister after leaving the elevator, when suddenly it all flashes to her sitting in this room, plugged into the same machine they used to traverse others' memories. Now, considering the context of the minisode, I've seen many people say that this is Eva rewriting her memories because she felt bad about leaving Neo alone here, which is indeed possible. I can't really argue with that, but I like to present my own possibility. So to add to this, we need to go over some of Imposter Factory. Spoilers if you haven't played it yet. In Imposter Factory, we go through an alternate version of the lives of Linry and eventually her partner Quincy, aka Neo's parents. And at the end of the game, we see what their real lives were actually like. And after that, it's revealed that the person watching these things was Neo himself. And in order for Neo to have known what their parents did before he was even alive, he would either have to have been there or have access to one of their memories. And what do you know, Linry worked on a prototype of the same machine he was using to witness these simulations of memories. What all this tells us is that there is a way to, I guess, store your memories somewhere so that later whoever wants to see them can indeed do so, which is how Neo was able to see his parents' lives. This takes us back here to Eva in the minisode. Of course, she could be rewriting her memories, but she could very well also be experiencing the memories of someone else. But who would that be? So also in Imposter Factory, we learned that Linry had a genetic disorder that could severely impact her health and eventually take her life at any time, which it eventually did after she gave birth to Neo. And unfortunately, this genetic disorder got passed on to him as well, which is why sometimes we see him take pills throughout the games to relieve the pain. But still, at any moment, it could just simply take his life, and eventually Eva learns of his condition from their other work partner, Roxanne. Now this is where we get theoretical. If theoretically the genetic disorder eventually got severe for Neo and he left a copy of his memories somewhere, the only person who not only knows how to operate the machine to see them, but also is very close to him would be Eva. And all that we've seen so far has simply been Eva re-experiencing his life through whatever memories Neo's left behind for her or anyone else to see. Another thing I want to add is in every single trailer so far, it has started with the sound of a heartbeat monitor, along with the visualization of one of those monitors. You know when else we see this exact thing appear? In game when the patient is hooked up to the machine. Now this could mean several things. It could be Neo being hooked up to one after his condition gets to him, Eva's heartbeat while going through the memories, or just a simple visual thing for the trailer, which I doubt considering it's in every single trailer. If it wasn't, it'd be a whole different story. So basically what this could be is someone's heart rate being monitored, whether it be Neo or Eva's. I'd say more likely Neo, while Eva traverses his memories. And since in the minisode we see her alone with the machine, I'm guessing she has a copy of his memories rather than actually being there with him. And the heartbeat itself may just be there to keep track of Neo's state throughout the story. In the end though, this is all just theoretical and we won't really know the true answer until we progress further into the story. And we will have another release this year as of now, in which we may get more information there. But for now, this is really just all I can manage. Personally, I feel like Imposter Factory is just a build up for this huge sequel that will expand into a lot more into Neo and Sigmund Corp's story, which will probably come after the beach episode, because this just kind of feels like, you know, like a random side thing that will have a little bit of lore but not really much compared to Imposter Factory and the rest of the games. But anyway, that's the video, and I don't really know how to do outro, so